What's up, everybody? Welcome to Funeral Nation, episode 127, live from NFDA. I'm Ryan Thalgmartin. This is Jeff, the funeral commander, Harbison.
Hey, man, here we are at the Super Bowl, right here,
Bowl.
in Salt Lake City, downtown Utah.
We are here.
Yeah.
And look at all the people.
I know we've got a big crowd out here. We've got some folks coming by, a bunch of superlatives. You know, this guy right here, how about come on up? He's a huge effing fan. And we had
You're right in the middle.
Come on right in the middle.
I don't want to step in front of a star.
No, man, you're
good.
good.
Never turn your back on
You're
the camera.
live, so make sure and answer correctly.
I will try.
All righty. So, you know, this morning, Jim, how about tell us who you are?
Well, my name's Jim Lamar, and I am the president of Green Lawn Funeral Homes and Cemeteries in Bakersfield, California. We have 4 funeral homes and 2 cemeteries.
Awesome. So Ryan and I were getting ready for the show, and you kind of overheard our conversation.
I did.
And we were talking about our really dull outfits.
Yeah.
And you just gave us some wonderful commentary. Will you share that about what our future looks like?
Yeah, I'd be glad to. So I looked over, and I was going to share my jacket. We were going to swap out, but it was a little too wild for you. But anyway, I overheard your discussion about how sometimes people aren't taking the youth and how they appear seriously enough. And I just commented, I said, you know, we've interviewed some really sharp funeral directors, and after the interview and we decide to hire them, their jacket comes off and they have full sleeves, and you see all these things. And I had to really realize that it isn't based on how I was raised in a conservative community. It's what our future needs. And we need funeral directors that are engaged. We need funeral directors that love this industry. And that means we have to get rid of these paradigms, and we need to shift to what talent is available and what does it look like.
That's right.
And the reality we are talking is the families really don't care what you look like. They care how much you care.
That's right.
And
you
that's
know what?
the important part.
That's awesome. And it's interesting because a generation coming up, they thought that we were the hair band and listening to Foreigner.
Yeah.
We would never make it to this day, would we?
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't at all.
Well, anyway, we really appreciate owners like you
My
and
pleasure.
sharing with us today because that's important.
you so much.
Our
Thank
world's
you.
changing. You got to change with it.
Well, and I shared with you, I heard a pastor say one time, he said, "You're prejudiced." And I said, "I'm not prejudiced. I love all kinds of people." And he said, "No, because you prejudge. And that means you're prejudiced." So all of us prejudge, and we need to eliminate that from our mindset, and so we get to know the people, who they really are and what value they bring to the table.
Well, we appreciate you.
My pleasure. Thank
Keep
you for
it up.
your
Good
show.
work. You're,
Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
what we
Jim.
need for the
Thank you.
future.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
That's great. So we also, look, walking by, there's Monica. Come on up here, Monica. Wow, we've got cold hands on the set right now, right?
I don't have my gloves.
All right, so how about introduce yourself?
I'm Monica Thoris. Nice to see you all.
And you have a new position?
Yes, I am the new National Account Manager for Inman Shipping Worldwide.
Right, and you do a specialty about next gen and growing up and being an embalmer and doing some different things. Can you give us a quick overview of what you do?
Well, I am an embalmer. I'm a funeral director as well, but I am a reconstructive specialist, and I'm also a deserologist.
A deserologist?
Yes.
What is that?
Deserology is the cosmetology for the deceased.
Okay.
I got it. Interesting. Well, congratulations on your new position.
Thank you.
We're excited because we're seeing new generations of
Right.
old practices getting better, right?
That's right.
Yes, that's what we're all here for.
That's it. You've been a great supporter of the Funeral Nation. You've been a guest on
That's
ours
right.
one time.
Episode 1 something.
You were actually in an embalming room.
That's right. We went deep into the prep room.
We did.
That's it. We don't do that much. Well, congratulations and glad you stopped by, be a guest on here.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
guys.
Monica.
Thank you for everything you do.
All righty. Look for
Stay
Monica.
tuned for Cold Hands.
That's
November.
it. Beautiful. We'll see you.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
All righty. Hey, you know what? Interesting. There's a guy that just walked by over there named Rolf.
Rolf.
Rolf, look at him. It's wonderful. The great part I have is he's putting his shoes back on.
Hey, nice to see you, Rolf.
Can we take a look at those shoes down here? I mean, look at this.
Look at that.
Rolf,
Champion, too. You're trendy.
You and your partner Dan are some of the most superlatives here we look after.
Wow.
You have a booth now?
We have a booth. We decided to, support the association, talk to our customer base who are coming out, and they're looking for something different than the standard stuff that they're seeing for years and years. So we're glad to be here, and it's a whole different group of people that I think we're appealing to.
Yeah, you had an interesting project yesterday. You share a little bit about it?
Well, one of the things that we've done with the NFDA and Funeralocity is to try and communicate this idea of progress and tradition, and understand why it's important to start seeking progress as a means and as an avenue to grow. So out in front, we put some doors out, did kind of a social media experiment. So where we had embrace tradition, embrace progress on the doors and on the windows, and actually tried to force people into going through the certain kinds of doors. And then in essence saying to their minds, this is what's important to me. And then we interviewed them, and we'll be sharing that with the NFDA and through Disrupt all over the place.
That's awesome. Well, you guys we've been great friends a long time. Big supporters of the Funeral Nation show.
These guys are great, and if you're not already watching it, or you're now just starting to tune into these guys, start watching them. There's a lot of information that they're pushing on out, and they have their hand on the pulse of the industry. So
yeah, it's great effing information, isn't it?
It is effing. Nice
all right, thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Rolf. Thank you.
Yeah, so Ryan, it's been interesting out here. There's not a tremendous attendance, but the people who are here
been quality.
are very engaged.
That's
I think
right.
we've
That's
done
right.
a great job.
We had a lot of traffic at our booth yesterday, which was kind of unexpected, but it was fantastic.
Yeah, and the people who are here are engaged. They're here to do business. They're here to learn. In fact, we've got one of our great effing fans over there, right?
Uh-oh.
She's been a long-time fan, hanging around. Katie, come over here and introduce yourself.
I'm a huge effing fan.
You are? So
I
Katie,
am.
tell us about yourself, where you're from, funeral home.
I'm Katie Houston, and my funeral home is in Washington State, Weeks Funeral Home.
Yeah?
They're a traditional funeral home, but they let me think outside the box, which I'm eternally grateful for. So
That's it. Well, we're going to start using the T word. We can't say traditional
There we
on
go.
the show. It's a T word.
the T
It's a
word.
curse word.
T word is starting to be now not good because, tradition is becoming about as extinct as the people that are pushing it. So wonderful that you have leadership that's embracing change
They're
and
awesome.
looking for direction. And you're one of our young effing viewers, and you see
Yes,
the
I
world
am.
differently.
Yep.
So what did you see here that's intrigued you the most so far?
I liked the pull behind coach. It's kind of weird, but I'm into it.
It's like a U-Haul.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Can't take it with you, but you can on this particular crowd, right?
Never seen a hearse with a trailer hitch. Now you have.
That's exactly right. Beautiful.
There's a bunch of cool stuff. There's puppies in there, man. There's puppies.
You know what? When you bring puppies and kids, you got something going on.
It's great.
Well, Katie, we appreciate you being an effing fan. I sent you a note
Thank you, Katie.
not long ago online when your folks were here, so now you're on the show.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I
Thank
love
Thank you
you
for being a
guys.
supporter. Thank you. All right, walking by. Look, there's Tim Bridges.
Tim.
Oh, my gosh.
Live Oak Bank.
Oh, how about that? Yeah, come on up
Gosh.
here. Yeah,
Now
you
we're not the
big
best
old
looking
tall-
people on the show
now
anymore.
the tall drink of water. Here he comes.
See you.
What's up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, man, not only are you guys sponsors for the Funeral Nation show, but you've got a lot going on here.
Absolutely.
So I want to take just a moment and give a little profile to our roundtable group. Will you
Okay.
share about that?
Absolutely. So the Roundtable Coalition is a collection of service providers in our space that have expertise and a lot of knowledge that can help funeral home owners and future owners across the country do what they do better. And so the coalition is here to help you improve.
Good, good. And so Live Oak Bank, how are things going over there? You had a putting contest, I believe.
We have a putting contest that's running again today. You have a chance to win a Scotty Cameron or a fire pit, and it'll be for the vendors tomorrow. So all the vendors get to compete for the same thing tomorrow. So make sure you come by.
Do you have any left-handed putters?
We actually do. We'll
All
ship
right,
it to
so
your house.
it's on then.
Yeah,
There we go.
it's on. It's
All
on.
right. Well, good. So this show in Utah has gone pretty well. We were just talking about there's not a great quantity, but there's lots of quality here. What's your thoughts from your perspective?
I would agree to that. There's been a lot of great conversations around succession, acquisition. Everyone seems to be kind of in that mindset, and everyone seems to be in the mindset of how to improve their business with all the cool technology that's coming out. So that there's been a nice buzz yesterday and this morning.
Good,
So I'm
good.
excited about it.
Yeah, we had some good speakers yesterday. Of course, having Mrs. Bush in town, Secret Service, that was pretty cool.
That's right.
Yeah, well, good. Well, Tim, thank you for
Hey,
popping
thank
by.
you. Thank you.
Cameo, you look sharp
Thank
as
you.
always.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
All right, take care.
All right, thank you. Yeah, it's been really interesting, folks, that we've had lots of activity here. Some of the educational programs have been outstanding. Ryan, from your perspective, what are you seeing that's going on or new or different that kind of struck you up a little bit?
You know, I haven't been able to walk around much yesterday because we were so busy in the booth, but I really think that, you know, you said there's not a lot of quantity but quality, and it seems like more so than years past, people are looking for change, looking for something different. I've seen some of the traditional booths that are completely different this year, and more about experience, more about engagement, less about sales, which I think is really valuable.
Yeah, I'm seeing such a big push too. Technology's taking hold here.
Yeah,
You know, and we're seeing that technology is now being embraced more for our particular service. I do remember showing up, and there, you know, the interweb was something
That's
that was
right.
new.
Yep.
And so, anyway, we're going to be doing some live shots during the day. We'll come out and share with people what's going on. We still have to find Jamie Meredith. We've got the guys from Skyways.
That's right.
The Cheerio Boys.
Cheerio boys.
I believe we're going to be able to get Mr. Sitch. He's coming in somewhere. So
We'll get them.
we'll get him out here. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll keep bringing you more as we're here live in Salt Lake City.
Till next time, have a great effing week.
Out here.